Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this video is my December 2019 budget. If you're interested in seeing how I created this budget, then just tune in and watch. So first things first, it is guaranteed the Bath & Body Works Candle Day sale is December 7th. So mark that on your calendar, ladies. If you're a Bath & Body Works fan like I am, I will definitely be there Saturday morning. And if you're watching this video, I am filming on my brand new 2020 budget planner from Erin Condren. This is my fourth year using her planners, and so far so good. It is the only planner that I actually use from beginning to end, and I'm excited. They've made a couple of adjustments to it, and I mean it's totally fine, but I was fine with the one from this year, from 2019, but who cares? So I wanted to show you. So right now I am marking down all the expenses that have or will be paid from my November paycheck. You know, we talked about it last time. So my first official paycheck is not until December 13th. And so obviously half of my bills are already paid with my November paycheck. And then Spotify, since I went back to school, I only pay $50 a year. And then my Hulu, I am going to pay the annual premium. So I have to hunt down all the people that are using my code and telling them to come pay me. And then for January, I have a couple of bills that are due beforehand, but that's your rent. You have to pay your rent with your December paychecks and stuff like that. So this is what January is looking like. Nothing major or anything. It is my dog's birthday on the 4th. Valentino is turning 4 years old this December. So that's another highlight of December. And don't forget, people, that Christmas is in December. I mean, it's of course, Christmas is in December, but people forget, and then they go into debt because they have to give all these people gifts and stuff. And I am telling you right now, do not do it. Do not get yourself in debt over people and giving gifts and stuff like that. No one's ever gonna be mad at you for not giving them a gift for Christmas. So yeah, that's all I wanted to clarify. Also, I haven't been able to access my Instagram account, so in my description box I'll put my backup Instagram because it's been almost a month and I have not been able to get back into my Instagram account. It's they're punishing me. So right now my new Instagram or backup Instagram is the Figure Maker 1. A lot of people have been finding me by just searching my name, and then they see that one page and realize that that's me. So yeah, my new backup page, or possibly my permanent page, is gonna be the Figure Maker 1. So I'm pretty much starting all over, which sucks because I've been documenting my journey from the beginning, and for Instagram to do that to me is so shady. And now I realize why people do blogs and all this stuff, because it's their website and no one's in control of it other than you. So I mean, eventually I might get into the whole idea of blogging and stuff, but for now it will have to be Instagram and YouTube. And Twitter. I am on Twitter as well. I messed up the line. This is real time. I messed up the lines, but I managed to fix it with a sticker. The OCD people that are watching this, they're gonna be Ari, just rip the page and start all over. But the damage is done, and I can't. Okay. I'm not gonna start all over for a little line, okay? So if you're OCD about it, just forget it, just keep going with it. And December is gonna suck. I already did the rough draft of December, and I'm barely gonna have any money left over. I'm gonna have to find a focus group or something to get selected so that I can have at least a little bit of extra money or wiggle room. And then I am gonna speed up most of these bills. Actually, no, I'm not gonna speed it up. I'd rather kind of explain if you're a new subscriber. I like to do monthly budgets, and they're zero based, meaning the amount that's coming in and coming out eventually equals zero because that money's gonna go somewhere. and I don't get paid monthly. So obviously every 2 weeks from my like hourly paycheck, I pay some of the bills, and then I pay, if I have money left over that week, I will probably prepay one of the other bills. Why? I'm sorry. The reason why I like to pay other bills is because once that money's gone, you can't get it back. I used to have this like tendency where I would say, well, I'll just use it for food for when I get paid until I get paid again. And what ended up happening is that I would go over my budget if the money was in my account. So if you're like me and like to overspend, or if there's money on the account, you like to like use it, then just pay a bill off because you can't get that money back. So if you can prepay your phone bill or your car insurance because you have that money left over that week, then just pay it off instead of like putting the 250 for your grocery budget or your gas and tolls and stuff. So that's just me personally what I like to do. So I hope that makes sense. So zero-based budget. If zero-based budget just means whatever comes in and comes out, eventually it equals zero, because eventually whatever money that you do have left over either goes towards debt, it goes towards savings, it goes towards a sinking fund, it goes towards like retirement, it goes towards, there's a lot of options. And I feel like that's why I like my budget strategy or like my method, is because eventually it's flexible. It's flexible. You can move it towards whatever it is that you're like trying to do, and you don't have to change much. It goes to a different account, but it's still zero based. That's just me personally. I like knowing where my money goes. There's people that like to be a month ahead on their bills, and to me that's just like too complicated for someone that's like starting out. And eventually if you do want to do that, like you can, but I just feel like you have to master the budgeting first and get into the rhythm of something before you start getting all technical and all difficult with the different strategies. All right, I speeded up a couple of the expenses just because I feel like it's something that is self-explanatory. Um, Valentino's birthday is this month. I have to spend money on Christmas and gifts this year, and my Hulu annual premium, because I like to pay those stuff annually, is due this month. And my cash clips stay the same. I will tell you this, around the month 6 of budgeting, you will get to a point where you know how much money you spend on your cash clips, and it's going to be like super easy to make your budget. So just, tough it out. Like, I seriously tough it out, guys, for like 6 months. And then if after 6 months you're still struggling, like message me, because by the 6 months you should already kind of have an idea of what you're spending. Like, case in point, I used to think that I can spend $200 on groceries and food. And I don't know what I was thinking, because by like the second or third week, I was already like over budget. So eventually I came to like 350 was my like happy medium. Sometimes I spend a little bit less, and then if I spend a little bit less, I just apply more money towards debt. But yeah, just give it 6 months at least before you like knock off like a budgeting strategy. Also, a quick disclaimer, I accidentally added up my total incoming wrong. I thought it was 3,700 and it's actually 3,800. So I actually have an extra $100 of wiggle room, which is good. But I'm still gonna try to see if I can get elected for like a focus group or something, just because like I don't like only having $100 available. One last thing, because right now, honestly, I'm just decorating the planner with like Erin Condren stuff that I buy from her website, which I'll link below if you guys are interested. You don't have to use the specific planner. This is just the one that I use, that I have been using for a couple of years now. It's totally not sponsored. And just know that it's going to take a long time. Like the first time you try to do this budgeting thing, it might take you an hour. You might get frustrated. You might think you're not making any progress. But I promise you, just keep going at it, and eventually you're going to get the hang of it. So thank you guys for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.